Okay. So I'm using Frostbolt, and then whenever it freezes, I drop comments on them. So that's sick. Doesn't do a ton of DPS, but the Comet does probably a little bit more than this. Or maybe, no, maybe a little bit less, but it's got Spell Echo on it, so it does it twice. Um, and basically, let me just find some minis. You just freeze them, and then they die. It's fucking awesome. Um, yeah, it's the only problem is it happens. Oh, fucking dead end. It only happens when two freezes happen right now. When as soon as I get a support skill gem, that'll change. Or well, I need one level and a and a support. The problem I'm running into, as you can probably, oh nope, don't die. One is my defenses are not awesome, because who needs defenses if they're all frozen? Um, but then also, um, if my comet isn't up, I just don't deal damage. I do have a second one that I can just drop on them though, and that does a decent amount of damage. Also, rares are insane. And there you go. Yep. So that's the build. I'm gonna try to find the boss and show you what it looks like when you're fighting a boss. But it's not much different. I just drop Frost Orb and Frostbite on them. Which, now I feel like Frostbite isn't what I want. I thought it was like Hypothermia. Oh, Hypothermia is, yeah, I don't know. This seems to be fine. Anyway, I don't know what Hypothermia is. Unless Frostbite is Hypothermia and it's just, I just remember seeing it in the skill thing. Or I thought it did. I might be thinking of PoE 1 stuff. I don't know. Oh, here's gonna be a tough little guy. I like to kind of encase them in ice and then, because one of the things that I don't like about the game so far, and I get it, it's kind of like preparing you for maps a little bit, is if you die, um, it doesn't like reset everything. It's like a new instance every time you die, because all the enemies, like everything on the ground goes away, um, which is not great. Um, so, loot. Make sure if something drops that you do everything that you need. Do everything in your power not to die before you can pick it up. Because if you don't pick it up and then you die, it is gone. It just doesn't exist anymore. Anyway. Okay, here is the boss. And then we're gonna drop this, and drop. Alright. Oh, okay. Uh-oh, I'm dead. It's because I hit Q instead of 1. Let me try that again. Um, that's the one thing with WASD that I don't like so far it's my hands have to travel further to hit my flask. So oftentimes I will just misclick. Oh, that shit hurts. Oh yeah, so basically Frost Wall is super cool because it actually hurts them now, and it does like a decent amount of damage. that was close. And that was the boss. Was that a support gem? Yes. Um, so for Comet, or no, this is cast on freeze. I want to get more energy. And then now I just need this node here, and then every time I freeze, instead of every other time I freeze, it should work. Yeah, so that's the build. I'm having a blast with it so far. I'm not sure how it's gonna scale in in-game, obviously, because I'm just like trying shit. I was doing lightning stuff, so it was like Spark and Arc. Arc felt really good through Act 2 and most of Act 3. But then there's just a lot of these enclosed spaces. So if you're using a lightning setup, which I don't recommend, I do in Act 1. But after you get out of Act 1, I would swap to this. You can't get Comet until you get like a level 11 gems or something like that. So what you do before then is you get the cast on freeze, and which also the trigger gems are super cool. But cast on freeze, and you used what is it? What is that? I can't remember the name of the skill now. Jeez. Cold snap. Use cold snap. And whenever you freeze something, your cold snap will basically explode, and it does like a decent amount of damage. Because otherwise, like if you look, the frostbolt's projectiles themselves just don't do damage. And I am kind of in a higher act, so this is Act 1 again. It's Act 4. So it's pretty, far into the game, but yeah, they don't really do damage by themselves. So you've got to have a cold snap, and you can cast it by itself, but it's just not. It doesn't feel good. So I wouldn't recommend it. I'm gonna die, aren't I? So cast on freeze is pretty sick. Wow, that didn't kill him. Anyway, that's the build. It's super sick. I'm really enjoying it. I might actually try to make like a build guide about it, because I don't think I've seen it. Maybe I've seen like one other person doing something similar, but I haven't seen anyone doing this yet. So I'm sure other people are. I'm sure I didn't figure the tech out. I just haven't seen any videos on it yet. So that'd be cool. But yeah, that's the thing.